Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
It's Madden NFL 23, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 73 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go option to the short side. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back. He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. One back in the backfield. He'll get the drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's going to...
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to...
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw here. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Jefferson to target. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll get this off to Taylor. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robert Tunyon as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for for the offense.
Just like the tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. A give for Taylor running right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 32 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing very long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Again, he finds Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts got him in. It's Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. They could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Panthers about ready to take over. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.